We rise at last to get to the student-centered part of the program, and I know you're very excited to get to that. I hope that you will indulge me before I present the students who are graduating with certificates and minors in LGBT Studies, a very brief sentimental interlude. I am an English professor, and we're entitled to certain moments of sentimentality. First, congratulations to all the award winners today. A very hearty welcome to friends and families, and a major congratulations to all of our graduates. It is a delight to be with you all on this gloriously beautiful day to celebrate the milestone of graduation and the end of another academic year. On such wonderful occasions, it behooves us to pause in the midst of the celebrations, to reflect a bit on what our time together has meant, what we have accomplished, and where we go from here. It's also a time when those who have graduated long, long ago endeavor to pass along a word or two of wisdom to those who are graduating. Often, that wisdom comes from the recently departed and/or from figures of singular importance to the community of graduates. Now, by that logic, I might have chosen this year's inspirational text from the collected works of Whitney Houston or Donna Summer. But I decided a karaoke version of Last Dance, though emotionally appropriate, wouldn't work if I couldn't get Luke Jensen to sing backup along with me. Wouldn't you love to see that? I know. Alas. I opted instead to go with Adrienne Rich, who died just a couple of months ago, on my birthday, as a matter of fact, after a long, brave, distinguished career as a lesbian, feminist, Jewish poet, and fighter for justice. I'd like to share with you a passage from her poem Transcendental Etude, a poem from her 1978 collection, The Dream of a Common Language. It's a passage that seems apt today because it is about the challenging, necessary work of building a life and the risks we have to take in order to become ourselves. In other words, it's a poem about learning as a lifelong task. No one ever told us we had to study our lives, Rich writes. Make of our lives a study, as if learning natural history or music. That we should begin with the simple exercises first, and slowly go on trying the hard ones, practicing till strength and accuracy became one with the daring to leap into transcendence, take the chance of breaking down in the wild arpeggio or faulting the full sentence of the fugue. And in fact, we can't live like that. We take on everything at once before we've even begun to read or mark time. We're forced to begin in the midst of the hardest movement, the one already sounding as we are born. Part of what I love about this passage is its emphasis on the importance of instinct and improvisation as a way of moving through life. You never really know what you're doing or where you're going. You just make it up as you go along and trust that you'll get somewhere worth going in the end. One of the things I've always admired about the students we work with in the LGBT Studies program is that they tend to be skilled improvisers and brave risk takers. You are good at making things up and fearless about challenging received wisdom and trying to make the world into a better, fairer, more generous place. You are ready and willing to take on everything at once, as Rich says, and I admire you for that and wish you well in all your great endeavors. As you leave us and move on from this place, we hope that no matter where you go and what you do, your experiences on this campus and in the LGBT Studies program will have helped to equip you for your journey. You are armed with a history, a body of knowledge about sex and gender variation that no generation before you has had. We hope that knowledge will serve in your pursuit of meaningfulness, in your own leaps into transcendence for the rest of your lives. We also hope you will keep in touch with us. Let us know from time to time how the journey is going and whether the tools we passed along were useful. We will be pleased to see you and eager to hear your tales. Today, we celebrate 12 students graduating with the 21 credit certificate or the 15 credit minor in LGBT studies. 12 students earning a credential from one of the country's few freestanding programs in LGBT studies. We actually graduated a total of 16 students this academic year, our largest crop ever. The program celebrated its 10th year on campus in 2011 and 12. Our lecture series, a multidisciplinary exploration of the theme of contact, was bigger and badder than ever. And the 5th annual DC Queer Studies Symposium, which we hosted in April, drew close to 200 people to its keynote event, a reading and conversation with the novelist Samuel R. Delany. I am so proud of what we've built here at Maryland, and I'm grateful to all of you for being a part of it. Now, before I introduce the students, I want to pause to offer a word of thanks to the program's assistant director, J.V. Sapinozo, who does such an extraordinary job of teaching, advising, and managing day-to-day operations for us. Anyone who has gone through the program has benefited from JV's wisdom, patience, and exceptional organizational skill. JV, are you here? There you go. Thank you. Absolutely. I also want to thank our core faculty member, Christina Hanhart, who's back there in the back, who continues to challenge, inspire, and excite students to a degree that is probably illegal in some of the more conservative states. I got a note just the other day from a student so enthusiastic about Professor Hanhart's class that he or she practically demanded that I nominate her for a teaching award. Professor Hanhart was an unbelievable professor, the student declared. She has really helped me think about so many things in a way I never would have before. The entire class thought she was great, and I agree. I'd also want to thank the other instructors who taught for us this year, providing us with a range of new courses that significantly diversified our offerings. Megan Duffy, Amy French, James Goodwin, Jeramesh, Christopher Perez, and Alyssa Samek enabled us to offer courses in history, film, digital studies, Latino studies, and along with Intro to LGBT Studies and LGBT families. We're grateful to all of them for their hard work and dedication. Now, I am pleased to present to you the students who are graduating with certificates and minors in LGBT studies. I will say their names and just ask them to rise at their seats for the moment. They will all be brought forward in the next part of the program, along with all of the other graduates. First, Gabriella Marguerite Baroni Booth, who graduates with the minor in LGBT studies. Andrew James Diener. Yes, Sandy, you here? Yeah, okay. Has the certificate in LGBT studies. Kelly Monique King, graduating magna cum laude. Congratulations, with the certificate in LGBT studies. Tracy Lauren McClare, cum laude. Hi, Tracy. Got the minor in LGBT studies. Karen Nicole Rose. Yes? Congratulations. The certificate. Chantal Faye Rukondo Carrara. Did I do that right? Good. Amy Kathleen Shear with the minor in LGBT studies. Yep. Anjali K. Sharma. Yep. AJ Short. There you go. Kristela Vasilios Skordalos. Am I close? Good. Good deal. Octavia Sykes. There we go. And Abby Traegler. Yep. All right. Congratulations, graduates.